here in 1 minute and 45 seconds.
Let's
We'll
go.
be live. So don't forget to like, share, subscribe.
Subscribe.
We're going to put it live on our here dang old phones, so we can dang watch your ourselves. Take your comments live. As you can see, we're on a wonderful loft up here in the top of Austin. We've got where are we?
We are at in a secret room in the W.
A secret room in the W.
Yeah, we're the mayor. We're kind of with the mayor.
Aren't we looking at the W in this? The W is not even in this picture.
Exactly,
I mean, in this view.
Well,
obvious.
Because we're in the W.
We're in the W.
So we're looking out.
I don't even know where the W is on there.
We're in
Where's
it.
the Frost building? Let's see. I don't know where the Frost is. Frost is behind
I don't know
you.
that it's visible. It's probably
Yeah.
it's behind you.
It's behind me.
Yeah.
So it's right here.
A little more closer to you, but yeah.
Look me. I'm in Austin.
Oh yeah, there it is. Boom.
All right, what do we got? A minute? Less than a minute?
Yes.
40 seconds.
40 seconds. Here
We're
we go.
about to start the show.
How do we look? Are we doing okay? Look at this. We've got beer. We got bourbon. We've got bonsai.
Got it all.
We got the Libertarians, the hottest podcast in Austin.
I think John.
Right after Joe Rogan's.
Second, a very close second to Joe Rogan. I could take him. I'm telling you,
20 seconds.
Yeah, right.
bro.
He
Me
would
and Joe
kick
Rogan.
your fucking
Hey,
ass.
that's how we get on the map
Bro,
right
me,
there.
me and Joe.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
I'm calling
He would
out Joe
kill you.
Rogan. Me and Joe Rogan in Auditorium
10
Shores
seconds.
All right, here we go.
with Vaseline.
5, 4, 3, 2. This week on the program, a Trump ad was posted on Facebook and independent fact checkers deemed it mostly false. But what is the difference between a half-truth and mostly false? We'll find out today. Later, we'll take another look at that awesome Joe Biden Despacito clip with some context.
Hey.
Spoiler alert, he's pandering, and it should make you sick. Finally, RBG kicked the bucket, and everyone is a hypocrite. That's right. This is Emergency Exit, America's hottest podcast in Austin.
The hottest one. Look at those legs.
That's right.
That's when we were at our peak shape.
Peak shape.
Peak
We were
shape.
looking good. That was high school.
That was like when Jeffrey Epstein was looking at us.
Oh, geez. Take it easy. All right. This is episode 174 today, September 23rd, 2020. It is again 10 on 10 in our floating tin can. Far above the world.
Then you fall in
I
love.
am Los. You can follow me on Twitter at That's Right Los. Joining me as always is the holy Hispanic David Aguilar. Making sure we're streaming live, and he's got some sexy legs. Is Brandon the Hard Hat Mitchell.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm glad y'all like them because
Yeah.
I work really hard on them.
Bro,
lunges every day.
hard on them.
Especially when you shave, that's when they pop.
Yep.
Today's bourbon. It's not even bourbon. It's a whiskey. It's a treaty. It's from Treaty Oak, and it's it looks good. Red-handed Kentucky bourbon. Is that what it said on there?
I just went
Bourbon
here a
whiskey.
couple weeks ago.
It is
Really, really nice place.
very nice. I don't think the qualifier of like having to be stored in Bourbon County is a thing anymore. It just has
No,
to.
it has to be made in the U.S.
Well,
In the U.S.
Bourbon
and
County
aged 2
is in
years.
U.S., but it has to be 51% corn,
Mm.
and you got corn in your
You
ears.
got corn here.
51% corn, and you have to use new white oak barrels,
Ooh.
and then it has to be aged in Bourbon County for 6 years. Or
what
something.
what if I
Then it's bourbon.
what
true
if I
bourbon.
built myself an outhouse and I named the outhouse Bourbon County?
You may be able to find some loopholes.
Yeah, I like that. Okay.
You feel free to try it,
I am.
and you may as well.
It's gonna take me about 40
So
years.
it looks like it's bottled in Dripping Springs.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it ages. It's only 2 years old. Anyways, well, I don't know why I'm so fixated on the whiskey today. It's actually rather good.
It is delicious.
We're drinking. We're
Treaty
sipping on
Oaks.
that one. Today's bonsai is this Japanese yopan. It's a dwarf holly. Beautiful curves. It's a budget bonsai, which means I got this bad boy at a Home Depot.
Ooh.
And this one had another trunk that was separate from it,
Mm-hmm.
and I was able to separate them, and now I have two bonsais.
So
that I'm developing.
just out of my own, questions, does it prefer dwarf or midget? Is there a
Well, I think they've changed it. It used to be called midget holly,
Oh,
and
you know.
they were very offended by
Wow.
it.
Well, I'm glad that the
They would
horticulture
defoliate.
crowd. Yeah.
They would totally just defoliate, and unless
And
you called them
So,
dwarfs.
and did they notice that when you were calling it midget, the suicide rate was higher in bonsai trees? And so,
Jesus, I did not notice that
Yeah, I
until
mean,
you mentioned
it's a study. It's a study you got to read up on.
it. I will Bing it. I will go on Bing and I will Bing it.
BLM, Bonsai Lives Matter.
All right, take it easy. You're ruining the lovely bonsai. Is not about politics.
Oh, my bad.
Bonsai is about nature, harnessing it,
Mm.
and caring for it.
Stroking its leaves.
Stroking its leaves,
Mm.
taking care of it. This is an evergreen, if I'm not mistaken. It's a Yopon. It's called Ilex vomitoria. That's the scientific name. And it's hardy to our
It is a beautiful
hardy
tree.
to our zone here, which means it can be out during the cold out here. You just gotta cover it, and it'll take it.
So it's like a night owl.
Yeah, it won't die if it gets like cold. It
So,
just
like-
don't let the wind get too on it. And
She'll probably go to like a Eagles concert, stay up late, cuddle with you in the drive-through of Whataburger, 2 a.m.
there were times I would go to the Whataburger at 2 a.m. and man, you would wait like half an hour to
Yes,
an hour to
dude.
get fucking food.
Yes.
But now it's like that problem is gone.
Well, because Pete Terry's is here. Pete Terry's is delicious.
I would eat P. Terry's over Whataburger any day.
Same.
But I do love Whataburger too.
Yeah.
So I love burgers.
Same.
I'm a burger dude.
I love burgers.
Fucking burgers.
Yeah.
Every day.
Oh,
Sushi and burgers.
I don't know if I can do them every day, but I agree. Burgers are freaking amazing.
I go to the revolving sushi joint like once a week with my girl.
Do you know that?
We're addicted to sushi.
Do you know that my nickname used to be Burger?
Oh, that's right.
That's my Instagram.
Yeah. Anyways,
Anyways,
that's a little bit about our fun, but we got the bourbon, we've got the bonsai, and we got the beer or the brew world order. How about that? It's the brew world. Okay, hey.
so real quick, we have Deandra Atkinson saying Whataburger for life on our YouTube, and I agree. Like, I love Whataburger, but Pete Terry's is pretty damn amazing, and they're quicker.
Yeah, well, it's only one burger there they have. It's either that or you get chicken.
Or
That's what I like about it. It's pure. It's a pure burger. I get the sweet and spicy. The sweet and spicy burger. Oh, delicious.
Oh, never tried it.
It's delicious.
Hmm.
Or I get the patty melt. You got to get everything
Oh,
on
patty
Texas
melt.
Toast.
Patty melt all day.
Ugh.
All day, dude. That's all I get.
Anyways, this is the from Oasis Texas Brewing Company. This is Sunset Cerveza.
Cerveza.
Why don't we pull that up a little bit more? Oh, the ABV, alcohol by volume 5.3. IBU, that's International Bitter Unit. That is only 18. Very, very, very
yeah.
low. Okay, pull it up a bit so I can read that. It says, give me a little bit of music.
We'll get
too.
some of that smooth jazz coming on.
Clean, soft and brilliant orange in color.
Ooh, brilliant.
Sunset Cerveza is a refreshing Mexican style Vienna lager
Mexicano.
featuring notes of light bread, caramel, and orange zest.
Orange zest.
Noble hops and German malts shine, creating a complex and crisp, all day, all year, goddamn beer.
That's what cerveza looks like.
Sunset Cerveza. Putos. All right, let's crack her open.
Cheers. I love that. I love that you ended it with the putos because you're absolutely right.
Pinche
Get that
putos.
snap. Ooh.
Oh, yeah, you're supposed to do it in the mic, but too late now.
Ooh, that was a nice pop.
All right, let's give it a drinky drink. We need like
Ooh.
some music. Yeah, keep it real low though.
Mm.
Yeah, real low.
Yeah. This is my
music kind of does change the taste too.
It
As soon as I
does.
started hearing it, I started tasting more
shit.
stuff.
It allows the bubbles to dance on your
We
tongue a
can't
little
let the
bit
music
more.
influence us because it's going to throw off the whole Brew World tournament because now all of them
Now
have to
we
be
got to
tested.
listen to music
All right,
with
no
all of
music.
them. Son of a bitch. All right, music down.
No, just ignore the music.
Okay, just ignore it.
All right.
That's
Anyways, Brandon the Hardhead Mitchell, what do you think about this beer?
Oh, it's
8
good.
minutes in.
really good. It's a Mexican lager.
Yes,
Is that
sir.
right?
Yes, sir.
Is it? What color is it? Is it like it looks like it's kind of clear, right?
Yeah.
Dude, that's good. I could drink that all day.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a river beer, barbecue beer, picnic, lounging in the hammock. Oh man, this is gonna get it's gonna be a high score, 4.88.
Wow.
That's right.
Oh my gosh, that
You're
is
stoked-
crazy,
You're
bro.
stoked about it, aren't
I'm
you?
gonna give this a 4.9.
Wow.
Dude, this beer
Wow.
is so good. It's easy to drink. Yeah, it's a late beer. You could take like 2 6-packs and chill all day, and then you can buy another 6-pack and have a cookout, and then buy another 6-pack and just chill out. 4.9, man. I love this beer.
Yeah, it is really good. Is it Thirsty Goat good? Is it in that ballpark?
I would say it was not as hoppy.
Well, for me, it's got a nice hop. Drinkability is definitely there. It doesn't. You know how Miller Lite has got that really light. There's
Yeah.
no hop taste to it. This has got full flavors.
Yeah.
Got the hops, the bitter. It's good. Oh man, I don't want to go too high. I don't want to go too low either. And disrespect such a good beer, such as Sunset Soresa by Oasis. Where is that based out of? Austin, Texas. Wonderful
Yeah.
pick.
Oasis Brewing.
Wonderful. We should see if they want to let us come over there and record our podcast.
That would
We
be
don't do
dope.
that anymore. We have a TV studio to worry about. All right. Anyways, I will give this a solid 4.89. That's right. Woo.
Damn, this is a good beer. This beer got some good ratings.
Well, that's the Brew World Order.
Hit it.
I can do it. All right.
That's the Brew World Order. Bum, 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 bum.
There it goes.
Was it just waiting?
It just wasn't playing it. I had it queued. It's all good though.
It's the Brew World Order. All right, hey. Let's talk about Trump. Okay. I'm not voting for him.
Hey, look.
Just remember that, everybody, when you hear my criticism or my support, I'm not voting for the guy. I'm going to vote for JoJo. She's very good. She's a doctor.
and I gotta say,
Great doctor.
I'm gonna vote
A lot
for
of
him.
doctors out there. She's the best.
She's the she's huge.
Huge tits.
No, but I'm voting for Trump, man. And like I said, and that's where the beauty of this show lies, is that we're both libertarians. You're not voting for Trump, and I am, and we still get along and have 3 forms of alcohol in front of us.
As libertarians, we can sort of, I don't know why you want to vote for that. I mean, I get it. But libertarian for life, third party for life.
So
How are we going to make change with this 2-party bullshit if we keep going on with it? Why?
I you know where I'm
Republicans
standing.
are just as bad as Democrats in a lot of ways.
But right now,
a little better, but
I-
they're worse.
I feel like Trump
they're just as
is
bad.
doing a good job for both libertarians and Republicans.
Yeah, I like him for now. But JoJo, she wants to eliminate a lot of stuff. There was a guy going off on Facebook about how Joe Biden is the actual Republican. And he's like, I'm going to vote for the real Republican. And people are like, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
And I was like, Team JoJo. I went, #Team JoJo. And they're like, no, yeah, she wants to get rid of a lot of like social programs. And, she's for a lot of weird stuff, right? I would go into it, but basically getting rid of a lot of government programs, getting rid of minimum wage, Social Security, all that shit. And I was like, at any point, were we going to say any of those were bad things? Like, that sounds great to me. I don't, why would you want to rely on the government?
Yeah, for
so
all
much?
that.
They're like, well, the government doesn't work for you. Like you think these guys, anyways, I didn't want to get into that too much, but the fact here is that we get to look at it from I get to see these 2 parties and they're just going at it. We'll get into RBG later, but I wanted to play this video because what happened here is this is Trump's new ad, and it was pulled from Facebook
I have
because
not seen this
independent
one.
fact checkers deemed it false, or they deemed it mostly false. And so let's just watch this and we'll look more into it once we get
Wow.
that going there.
That was a quick one.
Just replay it.
realize it had played.
Hopefully that didn't pop through. Oh, it's because I was probably watching it and it.
Sometimes
back.
politicians accidentally tell the truth.
Guess what? If you elect me, you're not going to have your taxes are going to be raised, not cut.
And it's true. The New York Times says Biden's tax increases are more than double Hillary Clinton's plan. Even the Tax Policy Center admits taxes would increase on all income groups.
True.
If you elect me, you're not going to have your taxes are going to be raised, not cut.
The bottom line is big tax increases.
It could go higher.
America First Action is responsible for the content of this advertising.
So that was pulled from Facebook.
What? That's it?
It was that's the, and that's the ad that got pulled. So we're gonna go to PolitiFact because Facebook is relying on third party fact checkers for the truth,
Yeah.
and we want to
Yeah,
censor
people who don't align with them, right?
No, just that they don't tell blatant lies.
Yeah.
They don't want you to lie. They don't want you to perpetrate things against authorities like the WHO or something. That's why they pull down these Ming-Ling Ching videos that on Tucker.
Oh, yeah,
talking
yeah.
about how it's man-made and shit, right? From a lab in Wuhan. That's why I fled. I fled Wuhan, and I don't know what I can't do. I fled Wuhan.
The lab.
We led the lab. Hey, we got a big trouble. We cannot come back no more. They will kill us and they will make us disappear.
We eat all your dogs in America.
This is racist. Stop it. Okay. So what I wanted to get into was they rely on PolitiFact. And I wanted to go to the extras that links to this. So we'll go to that. There it is. It says Joe Biden told Americans, if you elect me, your taxes are going to be raised, not cut. And then this says mostly false. If you elect me, your taxes are going to be raised, not cut. Mostly false. We just watched a video of him saying that. It's quoted. If you elect me, your taxes are going to be raised, not cut. Now, of course, he is senile. And this is something that Trump is trying to play on, right? That Biden's got no brains, So Sleepy Joe. Oh, Sleepy Joe.
Oh, Sleepy Joe.
He's trying to prove that. And so, yes, we know that the Democrats want to cut taxes for the lower class, right?
Yeah.
The middle class and lower class. Anyone over 4,000K. But anyways, let's read it from PolitiFact here. And if your time is short, you just roll it down there. If your time is short, it's a little blue box. Biden didn't say he will raise taxes on everyone. When a member of the crowd said they had benefited from the Republican-led tax bill, Biden responded, guess what? If you elect me, your taxes are going to be raised, not cut. If you benefited from that. That's a combination of like Bill Clinton. That was Obama. And that was definitely a little no Biden in there.
No Biden.
Biden's plan seeks to raise up to $4 trillion in tax revenues over a decade. His proposed increases are more than Hillary Clinton's in 2016, but they are heavily concentrated on corporations in the nation's highest earners. So what we're learning, if our time is short, and it is short, we don't want to read the whole thing and at least try to pick this out. But they said that this is mostly false. And this is what they're deeming mostly false. This exact thing. Says Joe Biden told Americans, if you elect me, your taxes are going to be raised, not cut. And it literally admits to Biden's plan seeks to raise up to $4 trillion in tax revenues over a decade. His proposed increases are more than Hillary Clinton's.
Yeah.
Said the video.
Yeah.
But they're heavily concentrated on corporations. Well, that's where it changes. Heavily on corporations. No, it's going to affect everybody. And it sort of gets into that here. The 30-second version of the ad opens up with the narrator saying, sometimes politicians accidentally tell the truth, before cutting into the clip of Biden from the South Carolina event. Guess what? If you elect me, your taxes are going to be raised, not cut, Biden said the ad. And it replays later in between additional narration. The New York Times says, Biden's tax increases are more than double Hillary Clinton's plan.
Well, and the thing with that is, how do you not see this affecting your everyday American? If you're raising the taxes on corporations, what do you think corporations are going to do?
Yeah, they're going to
Right.
raise the prices.
And
Inflation.
Exactly. And it's like, okay, and the nation's highest earners, what do you think that's going to do? You think they're going to stay here? No, they're going to go somewhere else. And
Take a look at Daily Wire.
yeah, exactly.
Multi-million-dollar
Exactly.
talk show company booted out of California because they don't want to pay the taxes. Moved to Tennessee. Joe, the mighty Rogan,
Yeah.
moves to Austin, Texas.
And boots us out of being number one.
Exactly what I was going to say.
Takes
Jesus
us out of the
Christ.
number one spot. Joe Rogan, you need to give us the number one spot
So
back. It's
remember
not fair.
this. They admit as much to say
I'll fight him. I'm being honest. I'll fight him right on this show tonight.
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 Please don't do that. Joe Rogan, he's just kidding. I don't want you to hurt him at all. Dude, have you not seen him pull a fucking, like, one of them pump kicks and shit? He was
Yeah.
showing Brian Callahan or whatever,
Yeah.
Callan. And he was all like,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's easy.
He
I
would
could take 10
he
of
would
those.
beat your little Mexican ass to the ground, bro. Tell you
Tell you what.
So I wanted to look into how they determine the rating. Can you go to the next link there? I want to figure out how they determine these ratings. Where do they come up with this shit, right? So I want you to scroll down to where it says how we determine Truthometer ratings. And the goal of the Truthometer is to reflect the relative accuracy of a statement. The meter has 6 ratings in decreasing level of truthfulness. And will you read those while I burp?
Yes.
All right. I'll read them now.
No.
Just keep scrolling until you find it. And-
Truthometer?
yeah, well, it's a
Or
truthometer.
flip.
How we determine,
There it is.
There it is. That's the one. So the goal of the truthometer is to reflect the relative accuracy of a statement. The meter has 6 ratings in decreasing level of truthfulness. 1 is true. The statement is accurate and there's nothing significant missing.
Boom.
Mostly true. The statement is accurate but needs clarification or additional information. Half true. The statement is partially accurate but leaves out important details and takes things out of context. Mostly false. The statement contains an element of truth but ignores critical facts and would give a different impression. False. The statement's inaccurate. Pants on fire. The guy's fucking lying,
Yeah.
in our opinion. And so,
You a fucking liar, man.
so keep that one up because I want to go back to that, but go to the next statement here where Trump exaggerates. He says, quote, some people in the great state of North Carolina have been sent 2 ballots, rigged election in waiting.
And this was?
Deemed mostly false.
Ah.
Interesting. So some people in the great state of North Carolina have been sent 2 ballots, rigged election in waiting. And so Trump exaggerates North Carolina ballot mishap. And if your time is short, which our time is short, you want to scroll down a little bit, it'll say President Trump's tweets. President Trump's tweet suggests a recent ballot mishap in North Carolina and is a sign that the election could be rigged. The Mecklenburg County Elections Board accidentally sent 2 absentee ballots to about 500 voters.
Accidentally?
There it is. Time is short there. 500 voters. North Carolina's election board says the mistake couldn't have tainted the election results because its ballot counting system doesn't allow individuals to vote more than once. So what they're trying to say is some people in the great state of North Carolina have been sent 2 ballots.
Mm-hmm.
True. That
Yes.
happened. Some people,
Some people.
about 500. I'm not sure about the number.
If the number
it
was
could be
huge.
1 million.
Could be
But I
huge.
think it's more than. They told me it may be 500. But I want to think it's more. Have been
It's
sent
more.
2 ballots.
It could be less.
Rigged election in waiting. So what they're trying to say is that it's mostly false what he's saying because this is a okay, so first the true part is they've been sent 2 ballots.
Yes.
That's supposed to rile people up because they think they can vote twice. But you can't vote twice.
No.
It's just trying to say I don't think the point of them saying that they received 2 ballots is the problem. It's that they were sent 2 ballots is the problem. You know, there's fuck ups going on here.
Exactly. And
And
that's what
it's-
Trump is saying. That's
That's
what
all he's
Trump's
trying to
been
point out.
saying.
but
Yeah,
no.
exactly.
So, but then he's saying rigged election and waiting. But that's an opinion. So you can't really fact check an opinion.
Exactly.
It's his truth, after all. So that was deemed mostly false, which of course means The statement contains an element of truth, but ignores critical facts that would give a different impression.
Yeah.
Okay? So let's go to the next one. What is it here? Boom. So I wanted to say also, why is that false? Mostly false when it's 70 to 80% like that of that statement is true.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, most of that statement is true by word and everything. And who can tell if it's half the statement or a third of the statement? Anyways, so this next PolitiFact here. Where are we on time? I got some good time here. So, election officials are, quote, sending 8 million ballots all over the country, 80 million ballots non-requested. I call them, quote, unsolicited ballots. That's what I call them.
That's what I call it. You can call it what you want.
A lot of people
I'm gonna
call them different. I call them unsolicited. Unsolicited.
Chinken pox.
And that was mostly false as well. Mostly false. So they're saying that election officials are sending 80 million ballots all over the country. They're saying that's mostly false. 80 million ballots non-requested. 80 million not requested. I call them unsolicited ballots. Well, let's read these misleading claims. And if your time is short, the New York Times predicted in August that roughly 80 million voters will cast ballots by mail for the November 3rd election. A handful of states have routinely held elections by mail for years, predating COVID-19, the Chinese flu, the chicken pox. A
The
few other
Wuhan.
states from Wuhan. Yes, that's right. We just want to call it where it's from. A few other states are planning to hold mail ballot elections due to the pandemic. Our time is short. That didn't tell us much here. The New York Times predicted in August that roughly 80 million voters will cast their ballot by mail. Okay, so what did he say here? Sending over 80 million ballots, okay? A handful of states have been routinely held elections by mail for years, predating that. And few other states are planning to hold mail-in ballots. I don't see what it's wrong here. Is it the non-requested? Because they're not addressing that there. Some states are sending ballots to all voters. It says right here, millions more voters are expected to cast ballots by this year in previous presidential elections. 5 states, Colorado, Hawaii, Oregon, Utah, and Washington, have operated virtually in all mail-in elections prior to 2020. Some of them for many years. Some are
Ooh.
routinely mailed ballots in these states as part of the regular process. I got hair in my mouth. That's a mustache hair.
That's a mustache.
I need collagen or something because I feel like every time I touch my beard, like a hair falls out or something. Or when I'm doing the show, or and I'm like,
Just get
brushing
get some
twiddling
coconut
around
oil.
and like a coconut oil.
Get a
I already
little bit
put like
Get a little bit of coconut oil, some butter.
some shea butter.
Yeah, man.
No, I've got like beard
Mhm.
wax or not beard wax, balm. And,
Yeah.
and all that.
See, I've
stuff,
always
right?
wanted to use that. I can't because I don't have a beard.
Other states, yeah. Well, you should learn to grow a beard.
I wish
What's
I
wrong
could.
with you, bro?
I know I'm not man
It just
enough.
grows in all hick like
Bro,
that.
that's how Mexican I am.
Like in Joe Dirt, how it's like
Yeah,
it's got a perfect
exactly.
thing. All right. Anyways, I had a mustache when I was born. SA. In other states, voters have to take action to request a mail-in ballot, though some of them took that step already. If they live in a state that allows permanent absentee voting lists that may be offered to all voters or only to certain voters based on specific criteria such as age or disability.
Uh-oh.
We asked Trump campaign to show how it arrived at the 80 million unsolicited ballots and whether that included a handful of states that have generally held vote by mail for elections for years. We did not receive a response, so therefore they're lying. It's possible that Trump or an aide saw a prediction in August. New York Times article, 80 million mail ballots will flood the election offices this year. However, that figure isn't limited to voters who will be sent, quote, unquote, solicited ballots. It includes voters who will have to request a mail-in ballot. Anyways, where am I? I don't even know why I'm reading this here. It says Paul Gronk, an expert on voting by mail at Reed College, predicted that somewhere north of 80 million ballots will be cast by mail. So they're saying an expert, so he's probably quoting an expert and by saying that, but they're saying this is mostly false. And mostly false, let's go back to what mostly false means. It's a statement that contains an element of truth, but ignores critical facts that would give a different impression. Okay, so Let's go to another one here.
Mhm.
But this one's criticizing Biden.
Ah.
And this one is Biden, I'm not going to ban fracking. And this is PolitiFact. You want to go to that one? Are you there? We're going to go to the next one where Joe Biden says, I am not banning fracking. And this one was mostly true. Mostly true. Mostly true. Okay.
Not true.
Fact checking Joe Biden in Pennsylvania on his fracking policy. Well, I'm so sick of his mother fracking policies
Mother fracker.
on fracking. But if your time is short, we've examined Biden's position on fracking before. So we know he has not called for banning the practice entirely. We've examined Biden's position on fracking before, so we know he has not called for banning the practice entirely. Okay.
So that sounds like you're already biased.
He wants to block the federal government from issuing new permits for drilling on public lands, but would allow existing fracking operations to continue. And they'll fade out. You know, they'll,
Exactly.
well, what do they call that? Something out? Okay, anyways.
I can't.
Biden's position on fracking became muddled earlier this year when he misspoke during a March debate with Bernie Sanders, his last opponent standing in the Democratic Party. So this was September 1st,
Damn, his last opponent stand.
2020 here. We've examined his policy, and because so the reason why they're saying it's mostly true, and we'll go back to why they say it's mostly true. The statement is accurate, but it needs clarification or additional information.
But he's said this multiple times. He said he's going to ban fracking multiple times.
You know how we know that? So let's go to the video next,
Uh-oh.
Mr. Hardhat. You get that one going here. And he said he's not banning fracking, man. He just said he's not. Democratic presidential nominee Joe Biden appeared on Monday in Pittsburgh to defend his position on hydraulic fracking or fracking, and controversial drilling technique
He's
that
a mother
has lifted
fracker.
the economy in Western Pennsylvania. It's lifted the economy in Western Pennsylvania. It's nice. I'm not banning fracking. Let me say that again. I'm not banning fracking. No matter how many times Donald Trump lies about
Pop
me,
was a bad dude.
that corn pop is a bad dude. Let's watch this video.
I am not banning fracking. Let me say that again. I am not banning fracking, no matter how many times Donald Trump lies about me.
Like, what about, say, stopping fracking and stopping new pipe?
I am not banning fracking, no matter how many times Donald Trump lies about me.
There's no question I'm in favor of banning fracking.
I am not banning fracking.
Hello.
No matter
What's up,
how
caller?
many
You're on the
times
air.
Donald Trump lies about me. No more.
Caller, you're on the air.
No matter how many times
Caller,
Donald Trump
you are
on
the
lies
air.
about
Speak
me.
now or forever hold your peace.
We are going to get rid of fossil fuels.
We are.
No matter
Amen.
how
All
many
right.
times
Turn
Donald
back Joe
Trump
Biden
I
there.
bless you,
lies
sir.
about me.
Would there be any place for fossil fuels, including coal and fracking, in a Biden administration?
No, we would work it out. We would make sure it's eliminated.
Oh.
Okay.
So he wants to ban fracking.
So it literally has him saying that, and it's still saying mostly true. I'm not banning fracking. Well, because he says because right now, what he's been saying right now, I mean, technically right now, he said he's not going to do it. But in the past, he's like said it that he was going to do it,
Yeah.
but then he sort of, okay, this is mostly true. Why isn't this mostly false? Because he's mostly said that he's banning fracking. And remember,
He said it
mostly
most
true
recently.
means the statement is accurate. Because the statement is accurate. I am not banning fracking. That's Joe Biden saying. He's saying that I am not banning fracking. So that has been deemed accurate. How is that accurate? How is that I am not banning fracking after we've heard that video, watch that video over and over and over.
And he says it
Oh.
over and over again.
Yeah, I want to do that, but he says, okay,
Fracking, yeah, I'm going to ban that.
we're actually just going to stop more permits. Well, so that, it'll phase out. That's the word. Phase out. Phase out that. So
Oh, it's a PH, not an F.
it's a PH.
Yeah.
All right.
Hello?
Caller, you're on the air.
Hello, my name is Freddy Aguilar.
Hello?
Hola, ¿cómo estás?
¿Qué onda, Chapo?
Nada, Chapo, tú.
Aquí estamos en el estudio.
I know, right?
What up, man? It's David. We got Los. We got
Yeah.
Brandon.
Who's calling?
Who's calling?
Who is this?
Freddy Aguilar.
Fred Aguilar. Oh, he's a relative. Are you
Yes.
a relative of?
Are we related, bro?
You guys related?
No, nah.
No. Well, I guess what Brandon's been telling us is that you're quite the freak. You want to tickle. Can we read some of those? What does it say? You wanted to tickle David?
Bro,
And,
you ain't gotta tickle
suck
me,
on
dude.
his toes or some
I'm too
shit?
damn ticklish. You don't want to fucking tickle me.
What exactly is your end game, sir?
What are you trying to do with my co-host?
That's my bitch.
Just cause you see, that's just cause you. That's just cause you see you can't tickle me. That's it.
You want Los to tickle you?
Why can't
Yes.
I understand what he's saying? Do you have a cork in your mouth right now? What's going on
Bro,
here?
look, man, we're libertarians. If he wants to have a cock in his mouth, that's his
Ain't
choice.
nothing wrong with that, but
Look,
he's trying to
look.
talk on the phone. He can't have that in his mouth at the moment. Fred?
I did. I do talk.
Did you call me
I
Charles?
do. But I want to know if David can tickle me. David.
Ah, bro, the only person I tickle is my wife, so I gotta ask her for permission first. But
Okay.
where would you like to be tickled?
My stomach.
Okay, so you know, if we're gonna start off at the stomach, that's gonna cost you quite a bit, bro. Like at least a 6-pack.
I'll think about it.
You'll think about it?
You know, can we do
Yes.
like a trio? You know, we could do like a podcast setup. I can bring the boys with me.
Both of y'all?
Yeah.
How would
I'm
you?
right. You did.
Yeah, I mean, like, look at Los. Like, I don't know
What
if you
the
could.
fuck is this call that we're talking
I don't
to?
know if you
Who
can
the
see
fuck
Lo-
is this guy? Who are you? What are you trying to do? Or do you have anything you want to say? You're just gonna be a fucking fagel? And what the hell?
No, that's all, dude. That's all I want to know. That's
just
all I
wa-
want to know.
What do you want me to know?
You know.
You want to know if I would tickle you?
Yes.
Well, I mean, are you talking like in an ethical way? I mean, if you're my friend, I wouldn't mind tickling you, but I don't know you, dude.
Yeah, who are you? I'm gonna look up Fred. Fred Aguilar is like saying John fucking Smith on the internet right now.
Oh, yeah.
Hey,
So it's Fred. How did you find the show?
I'm gonna dox you right now. I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna dox you. I am so kidding. I am so kidding.
Fred,
I heard by the TV.
oh, so you saw? So do you live in Austin?
Yes, sir.
And how long have you been living here?
Yes.
Oh, are we should we try to guess who he is? Like, okay, so how old are you?
56.
Oh, okay. So you're not a younger man. You're an older man.
What are you doing listening to our
I'm
show?
the older man. I'm the older man.
You're the what?
So how do you like?
Wait. What did you say? You're the what man? You're an older man. Oh,
Yes.
are you from Laredo, Texas?
That's Watson.
No, because they have a family there, and I don't think. Do you have a family?
Yes, I do.
Do you have a wife?
No, I'm single.
Do you have any children?
No.
Jeez. Okay. All right. And you live in Austin. Do we? Do any of us know you in real life?
Yeah. Do we know you?
No.
Oh, what do you do for work?
Custodian. Housekeeping.
Oh, nice. So you're like really, really Mexican.
Wait, what the hell is going on here?
So
No,
you're
this call is too fucking weird here.
Nah.
This guy keeps saying like you're tickling. I want to tickle you. Are you kidding, or are you someone that really is a freak and you want to tickle David, Fred?
No, that's it. I just want you to know. That's all.
You want us to? I don't fucking get
Yes.
this shit. My brain is broken because I think you're faking it, but I don't even know who you are and who you fake.
So
You used your real number to contact us. Or maybe you didn't. Maybe it was a Google number. That would be good. But that's a lot of work just to fuck with us.
well, and he's 52. I think Fred just wants us to know that he wants me to tickle him.
Is that it?
I think that was
Yes, I
it.
do.
I mean, I'm not gonna tickle you. I'm married, and I'm not. I don't know you that way, and I don't tickle guys because that's just not what I do. I do tickle my dog.
Yes.
She likes it. But thank you for letting me know that you want to be tickled by me. I mean, hey, you know
Yes.
what? I am flattered, and I think
Yes.
you accomplished your goal in flattering me. Thank you.
Are you from Baytown? Are you? No. That's never mind. That's definitely not.
No, from Austin, dude.
He's from Austin, bro. He's from Austin.
Are you a medical doctor?
No.
He said he does custodian work in homes.
Oh yeah, he's a housekeeper.
He's Mexican, bro. He's the kind of guy that AOC would go for.
Yeah, who are you voting for?
Who are you gonna vote for,
Who are
Fred?
you gonna vote for?
I don't know yet.
Look, bro. First of all, you want me to tickle you and you ain't gonna vote for Trump? Come on, my man.
Come on,
Come
man.
on, bro. Look. First of
Why,
all,
dude?
bro, come on, bro. You want me to tickle you and you ain't gonna be voting for Trump?
Come on.
I will, like, man.
Why, dude?
If I gotta tickle everybody in Austin to get them to vote for Trump, I will do that.
Yeah. Oh, really?
I'm not gonna start with you, Fred. I'm not gonna start with you, but I'm gonna propose that.
Yeah.
Would you like to say anything else before we let you go? The
That's
floor is
it.
yours.
That's all, dude. That's all.
Awesome, Fred.
All
Thank
right,
you
Fred,
very much.
thank you
man.
very much. You're the creepiest fucking caller we ever had. All right, thank you very much. Peace. God damn, what the fuck is it? That's this guy.
Look, bro.
What the fuck was that?
He just wanted us to know.
Dude, that was it. He wasn't even trying to set something. He was just like, I just want to let David know.
I'm scared.
I want him to tickle me.
I know, dude.
That's it. Like,
What the fuck is wrong with people? He's not for real. He can't be for real.
I mean, dude,
He's
he
one of your
is.
fucking friends.
I have
calling you.
no-
I have,
I have
no
no
idea
idea who
he
this guy is.
I've looked into it.
a
I
lot
have
of
no
work
idea.
just
like,
fuck with us.
so the only Freddie Aguilar that I ever knew was somebody in Brownsville, Texas, and he did like MMA fighting. He doesn't even know that I live in Austin. He doesn't know anything about me. So that's why when you said Freddie, I was like, oh, Freddie. Like,
Oh, okay.
like, but in my head, I'm like, what the fuck? Like, that's weird. This guy is old. This guy sounds like he's Indian.
Well, he said he was 52,
56.
56? Yeah, like
Yeah, Freddie would not sound like that. The Freddie I know.
Man, that is so. He's a fucking fag. He's a fag. And I mean, there's nothing
It
wrong
don't matter.
with. There ain't nothing wrong with that. But
But it,
how does that make you feel? That's kind of that's actually pretty fucking awesome.
it kind of is, right?
It
I'm
is.
a little bit jealous.
That is pretty fucking
he
awesome.
wants me to tickle him.
If dudes are jerking off to you,
Bro, could you
that's
imagine?
pretty fucking.
Dude, that's a high
tried
honor right
Bro,
there.
That's
if
a
there's
high
some
honor.
dudes
What that? I mean, that's much different than what we were just talking
Yeah,
about here with
exactly.
the banning fracking.
Yeah,
My
because,
point.
that's-
We need to get back on track
that's
because
a
we only
different
got
kind
20
of
minutes
fracking.
left.
That's a whole different kind of fracking that they're doing.
Mother fracking. All right, so this statement contains an element of truth, which is I'm not banning fracking, but ignores critical facts that would give a different impression. Now, I want to do this last one here before I come to my conclusion here. It's another PolitiFact fact check. And this one is Joe Biden wants to raise taxes on 82% of all Americans. This was rated
Ooh.
false.
Oh no.
Can you scroll down to what is our time is short? Joe Biden's tax plan does not call for direct tax increases on anyone earning below $400,000 per year. Corporations and the nation's highest earners would be hit the hardest. The hardest.
The hardest.
Other earners would experience small hits from the indirect impact of a higher corporate tax rate. By one analysis, about 82% of Americans would feel these effects. Wait, scroll back up for a second.
I just want to say my wife said that she
All the way
does.
back up.
My wife, just so I can get it on
Right there.
record, my wife does not approve me tickling this man. She said, "Tell him to fuck
She
off."
already chimed
She was
in.
like, "Tell him to fuck off." You
Is
ain't-
that right?
She's like,
Don't
she's
mess with her.
She's like, "You ain't tickling nobody."
Okay, so Donald Trump Jr., or little DTJ,
DTJ,
my son,
my son.
great son. I only have one son. I
Look-
mean, we have two sons, but he's a good one.
But
They're
I
both
heard-
great.
I heard he's the greatest.
I love them both.
I heard he's the greatest.
Never mind. Joe Biden
Penis is huge.
I think Donald Trump Jr. sounds like Joe Biden wants to raise taxes. No, I don't know how to do it. I'll work on a Donald Trump Jr.
Next week.
That sounded a little Jesse Ventura like.
Joe Biden wants to raise taxes on 82% of all Americans.
Wait, that sounds like the Kardashian dad. What's his name?
Oh, you're talking about me? You're talking about me, baby?
Caitlyn Jenner.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, baby. All right.
Let me do this. So nasty.
She's great. She's a conservative.
See, I'm calling her a she. Ain't that progressive of me?
Fucking that's because you respect it.
I respect people.
As long as you're not being
Look,
forced to do
I
it.
respected Freddie's wishes. I'm just not gonna do it.
Shit, I want to tell you what the fuck was that? Has to be one of your wife's friends or something just to fuck with you.
Nah.
All right. Donald Trump Jr. said Joe Biden wants to raise taxes on 82% of all Americans. Now, when it says here in the time is short, we want to read again. Other earners would experience small hits from the indirect impact of higher corporate tax rates. By one analysis, 82% of Americans would feel these effects.
82.
But let's read this again. Joe Biden wants to raise. Joe Biden wants. Now, it's not that he wants, per se, that he doesn't want 82%. He wants, he wants the people under 400,000. The consequences of raising their taxes is that they charge more for the things.
Exactly.
And we get fucked over
Yep.
for it and have to pay more. And then it causes inflation because $1 doesn't cost $1. It's all this bullshit. So, again, it says Joe Biden wants to raise taxes on 82% of all Americans. But he's saying that that's false.
Yeah.
It's not a mostly true. It's not a half false. Whatever the way they want to say it. They actually called it false, which... The statement is not accurate. It's not accurate.
At all?
It just says the statement is not accurate. This is the weirdest fucking thing. And we can seriously go on and on looking at these checks. We're not going to. We got to finish up here. But they mix half true for mostly false. But here's the sneaky bit. Here's the sneaky bit, okay? Half truth and mostly false are the same thing. Can you go back to half the how they determine?
The definition of a half-truth.
They're the same fucking thing. One sounds worse because it's false, right?
Exactly.
So, half true. The statement is partially accurate, mostly false. The statement contains an element of truth.
Mm-hmm.
Partially accurate contains an element of truth. That would be partially accurate, won't you think?
Yeah.
And partially accurate would mean it contains an element of truth. Okay, they mean the same thing. But leaves out important details, but ignores critical facts. But leaves out important details. Okay, they left out some things.
Yeah.
But ignores critical facts. Now that's pushing. Oh, they ignored it. Did they ignored it like they omitted it?
Yeah.
Like ignore sort of implies they did that on purpose.
Exactly.
Right? They ignored it. Like
so now you're reading somebody's intention into the statement.
That's exactly what they mean.
Yeah.
When you ignore somebody, you know they're doing that,
Exactly.
and that's what ignore means.
Quit ignoring me, because you know that they can't hear you, but they're not paying attention to you.
But it also leaves out important details or takes things out of context, but ignores critical facts that would give a different impression. Takes things out of context that would give a different impression.
Yep.
These are all the same fucking way of saying the same fucking thing. Half true, mostly false. Why are we seeing a lot of mostly false for Trump? Because all the people see is mostly false.
Think about this.
Even though what they're saying, it meets the criteria for both half true and mostly false.
Well, and this is why what's going on in the country is going on. Because back in our day, it was either you're telling the truth or you're not. Now they're giving us 5 options to choose from.
It's like gender, bro. It's a spectrum.
Well, and that's the thing. It's like before it was like, are you telling the truth or not? Now it's kind of like, well, he was, you know what I mean? And they're doing this because they want to straddle the fence for Biden.
Dude, okay, so we need to hurry this up, okay?
Okay.
We need to hurry this up. We need to get into this here because this is great. Let's skip that next bit of stuff there, Brandon, and I want you to go to this here. This is proof that Biden is pandering, and I just don't know how it doesn't bother people. Remind you, I'm not voting for Orange Man. I don't care about that guy. Jojo, Jojo.
Trump 2020, baby, all day.
Boom, Joe, Joe. Don't vote for Trump.
You're not supposed to get set up.
You're not supposed to get set up, Nancy. All right.
That's how I can get you back on my side.
Dude, I love it. So remember that video we played last week? Despacio. I'm going to say Despacio again. Despacito. Remember that? Here's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll play that video. Actually, go to that video first. I'm going to go to right here. That's that video. So play that video first, and we'll talk about this article from The Guardian. The Guardian.
The Guardian.
This is crazy. Latino support is dropping for... this is great. Okay, so Latino support for Biden is dropping faster than insert joke here. No wonder he played this song on stage. So let's listen to this again here. And last week we got a copyright strike for this, so we're going to try to talk over it, okay? Because it's sort of hard for them to catch it if we're talking. And so Joe Biden is up on stage, gets his cell phone out, and then he plays this song that's got stuff going on here. And you see he's like going and like looking at it, like, hey, looking over on stage. He's like, hey, man, this is fucking really all that cool stuff. That's fucking really wonderful. There's no copyright strike here.
I tell you what, if I had the talent of any one of these people, I'd be...
Okay, so there it is. He played basically. You guys have seen it. If you guys want to watch it, we'll link it or something, right?
I just put the link.
Wonderful. So from Guardian here, Despacito isn't good enough, Joe Biden. Latino voters are slipping away. Trump is actively courting Latino voters while Biden is out to lunch. Alarms should be ringing at the Democratic headquarters. This election, Latinos are poised to be the largest group of non-white eligible voters in the United States, surpassing the African Americans for the first time. The number of Latinos registered and likely to vote has increased in large states such as California, Texas, and crucial battleground states such as Florida, Arizona, Michigan, and Nevada. And Pennsylvania, Wisconsin, and Ohio.
Wisconsin.
Latino voters could well make the difference in deciding who becomes president. The Republican Party knows this. Donald Trump is actively courting Latino voters in Florida, Texas, and Minnesota,
Ohio.
and Ohio. Long a bastion of progressive politics, but now in play. In contrast, Democrats are dangerously out to lunch. They're getting some Reuben sandwiches. They're eating pollos con arroz.
Pollo asado.
Pollo asado.
La carne.
You remember that SNL skit? Or it's like a continuous thing where Kenan Thompson comes in as Big Papi. And because the funny bit is that he used to do these, he would just endorse anything, right? And so he'd come on and say, it's as good as el pollo rosso. Es bueno queso pasta da rompasano. And it would go into always promoting something. Anyways, maybe we can find that video later. Anyways, the result is what pundits have taken to calling Biden's, quote, Latino problem. This kind of enthusiasm gap can be extremely dangerous to a candidate. Now, I was listening to a former co-host of this show's podcast.
Who will rename no names.
I do recommend it if you guys want to watch it, by the way. It's not good, but you guys can watch it. But he had a professor of history on, and I found it fascinating because, of course, he's going to say something to the fact like, the Latinos are like, 1/3 of them, it's really rising, the support for them. It's like, why would they, as Mexicans, like vote for that guy? Like, I just don't get it. Can you like illuminate it for me? And maybe he was asking because he knew the answer, but to say such an ignorant question to probably someone that is a very learned man, I hope you're not watching right now, buddy, because I'm not trying to talk shit on you. I'm
was that teacher a white dude or a Mexican?
Yeah, I think it was very ambiguous in his thing, right? In his ethnicity. He looked like Dwayne had said he looks like Waylon Jennings, in a way, almost like the dude with glasses on. Anyways, he was saying, well, a lot of Latinos are like conservative, like they don't believe in abortion, like they're Catholic, like that is where it comes from, right? And that's rising more and more and more, right? And so that, I mean, it seems, that he was right. The guy was like, well, it makes sense because he's conservative, or says he's conservative, but then it's the abortion. That's how you know whether you're a conservative or on the left.
Yeah, on the left. It's abortion,
It's
pretty much.
the abortion thing. Now I'm like right here in the middle. I'm like, I don't like it. I think it's immoral.
Yeah.
But I'm also libertarian, and that's the thing about this this RBG thing. And shit, we were gonna get into that, but we got Despacito to talk about. So we got to get into Despacito. He played that song because obviously he's trying to be cool. Or he's trying to pander. I'm not sure. I think I had a spoiler alert, but I wanted you to read the lyrics to this song that we maybe translate them so that we understand what, he should know this song, right? His handlers were like, hey, play this song because, hey, you're down in the fucking luck. You're down with Latinos. Play this reggaeton song. And you'll get in everyone's good graces and you'll be cool. The cool guy. Hey, fellow cool people.
So I think, and I said this to the guys before the show, and I said I think Biden listened to this song while listening to Cuties with the volume off. Because
my.
So listen to the first verse. It says, "Si sabes que ya voy un rato mirándote. Tengo que bailar contigo hoy." Do what? Do what? That's what the reggaeton is. Do what?
So okay, so it says "Si sabes que huevo."
Right. So the way it translate, I'll just translate. It says, "Yes, you know that I've been looking at you for a while.
Okay.
I have to dance with you today.
All right, right on.
I saw that you were looking and calling me. Show me that way I'm going. Oh, do what? Do what?
All right, and then
you are the magnet and I am the metal. I'm getting closer. And I'm setting up the plan. Just the thought of it accelerates my pulse. Now I'm enjoying it more than usual. All my senses are asking for more. This must be taken without any trouble." That's the first verse.
This must be taken without any trouble.
That's rape.
Okay, anyways. There's more. I wanted you to read like the fourth or third or fourth
Which one?
lyric. Here, you can read it off of here.
Hold on.
Quiero ver.
Oh, quiero ver.
Quiero ver. No. It's pronounced quiero ver.
Oh, okay.
Bailar tu pelo. Quiero su tu ritmo.
So that says, I want to dance your body. I want to feel your rhythm.
Okay, what about this one? Si te puedo pido. Oh, pido. Did he say pido? Si te pido.
I can give you a kiss.
That's the one here. Read that one. I don't know what they're fucking saying.
Let's see.
I actually can translate this into English. I don't know why I'm not.
So I want to see your dance. I want to see your rhythm. I want you to show me your favorite places. I think that's the chorus.
Okay, nice. Okay.
Yeah, I think that's the chorus.
Despacito is places?
Despacito is slow.
Slow.
Like, do it slow pretty much. You know what I mean? The nasty stuff.
All right, take it easy.
Making love.
Yeah. Right, so he says, I want to feel your I want to dance with your hair. I want to feel your rhythm. I want to feel your mouth. Your places are my favorite. What? Let me pass over you. Let me pass over your zones of danger. What? Like your no zones? Ew. What? Let me pass over your no zones.
Is that what it said?
Yeah, it says, dame sobrepasar tus años de peligro. Like your danger zones.
Let me exceed your danger zones.
Yeah.
Until you provoke your screams.
Yeah.
Well, hey. Oh, hey. And that you forget your last name, by the way.
Yeah.
I'll fuck you so hard you forget your last name.
Fuck you so hard that you're going to get amnesia.
There's a wonderful song here. If you ask for a kiss, come, give it to me. I know what you are thinking about.
Bro, Biden played this on a stage.
I've been trying for a long time. It's not a big deal that he played it. It's just obviously that he doesn't. If you actually knew what it was saying, a politician would not be playing this on there unless he was pandering the fuck out of things.
Not just that. It's the same thing with Cardi B. He would not speak with Cardi B unless he was fucking pandering. Yeah. He would not listen to Despacito on stage unless he was fucking pandering.
Step by step, soft. We go hitting little by little. When you kiss me with that dexterity, I see that you are malice with delicacy. Wow, that's pretty intricate. I like that.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
Step by step, soft, soft. We are going to hit little by little. Oh, and that beauty is a puzzle. No, no,
No, no.
But to assemble it here, I have the piece. Hey, yo, yo. This is great. Okay, so that's the goddamn point, and we're out of here.
Ooh, about that time.
But you guys must know that we are going to be live on YouTube, Facebook, if you guys want to keep hanging out with us. Otherwise, thank you guys for watching. Thank you for listening. This is Emergency Exit Podcast. Don't we? It's 58:30. No.
D-White.
Yeah. 58:30.
Oh, anyways. Okay, yeah. Anyways, check us out on Facebook. You guys will find us all there. Either way. So for Brandon the Hard Hat Mitchell, for David the Holy Hispanic Aguilar, I'm Lo Sane. That's right. And we'll see you on Facebook and YouTube.
All right, can we just
All right.
talk about how fucking weird that Freddy shit was? Bro, 100%. I'm gonna be 1,000% honest with you. I have no idea who this motherfucker is.
I don't either. I really don't know either. Okay,
That's
so
weird.
we're going to now. Hey, welcome. Hey, if you guys are still watching us, thanks for keeping up. Keeping
Yeah.
up. We're going to watch some funny videos. We've actually going to keep talking about stuff here. But yeah, that Biden thing, man. How about that? Obviously,
Yeah.
I mean, we made our points today. We made our goddamn points. But I wanted you to play a video because you sent us something that I thought was pretty interesting.
Oh, yeah.
Didn't really fit into the news or anything like that with election, but it sort of does in a way.
Mm-hmm.
And I wanted to play it. It's about 5 minutes long, and maybe we can play that as a break. And and I got to take a leak anyways.
All right.
But let's play that as a.
Give me 90 seconds.
We're gonna give him 90 seconds. If you guys want to give us a call, it's 830-875-0637. We're still on the air.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
like I was saying, so it was weird because
He's fucking. What the fuck is that?
I don't know. Like, so Brandon, when that came up, did he just text us?
Yeah, he had been texting us for a couple weeks actually, and I just sorry, Freddie. I was supposed to send you a koozie. I still have it.
We're still
going
gonna
to
send you a koozie, Freddie.
I'm moving, and it costs money. Blah 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 blah. But you'll get your
Yeah,
koozie,
yeah.
koozie eventually.
It's okay, Freddie.
Yeah, but
I can't tickle you, but we'll send you a koozie.
But it's only been the last couple weeks. I've been trying to get him to call in, and then towards the end of the show last week, I was messaging away with him, and he was just asking me something like, just call in. I'm like, next week, we'll be live Wednesday at 10. He was like, okay, send me a message and I'll do it. And if you look on the whiteboard right there, I don't know if you can see, it says message weird guy.
Yeah, it does in red. See,
and I remembered when we started, I'm like, oh, let me get on here real quick and shoot him a message real quick.
I went back to his thing here and I wanted to read it because it was, hello, how are you doing? I just want to let you know that you are doing an amazing job from Freddie Aguilar. And we say, thank you. Are you watching from Channel 10 or streaming? He goes, yes, I was. We have a bunch of new can koozies. Would you like one? Send us your address and we'll slap you one for free. And he goes, I'm in Austin, Texas. And he goes, what is the name of the person with the black shirt and cap? And we say, we'll ship it to you. And he goes, it's too late now. Can you do me a favor? And we say, what's up? Can you tell me the name of the Hispanic man? We say, David. David, what's his last name? Can you please ask David if I can send him a friend request on Facebook? Yes, I'll tell him after the show. Do you want my name? Is Freddie Aguilar. Can you ask David that I like to laugh so hard? My address is redacted. Can you send me koozies tomorrow? Thank you. Sure, I'll get them out to you. How much is it going to cost? The koozie is free. But if you want to support the show, take a look at our merchandise at teespring.com/store/emergency-exit-gift-shop. We got to get a tiny URL for that, by the way.
Well,
all right.
Yeah, they don't make it easy.
Maybe there's like a way we can have them search or something. Okay, he goes, I only want the koozie. Did you tell David about me? Yes. What he says, he doesn't know you. Did you ask him that I like to laugh? I like the way he laughed. Yes, I told him. He says, thanks. Welcome. When are you going to send me koozies? I have it in the mail by the end of the week. We still haven't sent it by then.
yeah.
Do you know
It's a long week.
it's a long week.
It's a long week.
Do you know my name? Tell David if he can do me a favor. Tell him I'm ticklish. This was August 5th, by the way. Yeah. Did you tell him that I like to be tickled?
My birthday was on August 9th.
Uh-oh, he wanted. You could have had a wonderful tickle from him. Did you tell him I like to be tickled? That's how we said it. I like to be tickled. Hello, how are you doing? This is now August 11th. Hello, I want you to know I'm going to get. I want to know when I'm going to get my koozies. August 12th. August 23rd. What happened to my koozies? I never received it. Our apologies.
Mr. Bezmenov was born in 1939.
Fuck, dude? We're giving you free koozies.
I know. Calm down, bro.
But also, he also offered to pay for them, so maybe that's on us there.
Yeah.
Our apologies. I will have them in the mail in the next few days. Things will happen. Things have happened. Super busy. I've been happy. Blah 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 blah. Right?
Yeah.
Promise we won't forget. That's August 28th.
I haven't forgotten yet, and
it's on the board.
Swear to God, we haven't forget. Did you ask David that I like to be tickled? Let me know what he says. Can you do me that was August 28th, August 29th. Can you do me a favor? No answer. Hello. Can you ask David if he likes to laugh? Call in next week and ask him.
Dude?
About what time should I ask him? We'll be alive, blah, blah, blah. What should I say to him? Whatever you want. If I ask him a favor, can he do it? Should I trust him? What if I ask him a personal question? I will call in next week to ask him if he can tickle me because I'm ticklish. Can he do it? I will send him a message. Okay, promise. Thank you. This is September 17th now. We're going live in 20 minutes, and that's what you've heard.
And that's what you just saw.
What the fuck
I don't know
is going on here?
That's kind of creepy, dude.
Yeah, you're telling me. I hope you carry a fucking pistol. 'Cause
I am jealous though.
you are sort of a smaller dude, but you swear that you're like you can beat motherfuckers up.
I can kill somebody if I want to. I just don't.
I believe you. But let's play this interview from 1984. Can you tell us a little bit about it before we get into it?
So this was something that a friend of mine I've seen before. A friend of mine posted, and it kind of just allowed me to revisit this in how everything this guy has said from 1984 is literally what's going on now. What you're seeing is going on with the left and everything.
Literally, this clip from 1984.
Yes,
it's like 1984.
Yes,
in 1984.
Speaking of now,
and very relevant to what's going on today. So
relevant.
Let's watch that video, and we will be back in just about 5 minutes.
Do it.
Mr. Bezmenov was born in 1939 in a suburb of Moscow.
Sure? Yeah.
He was the son of a high-ranking Soviet Army officer. He escaped to the West in 1970 after becoming totally disgusted with the Soviet system, and he did this at great risk to his life. He certainly is one of the world's outstanding experts on the subject of Soviet propaganda and disinformation and active measures. When the Soviets use the phrase ideological subversion, what do they mean by it?
Ideological subversion is the slow process which we call either ideological subversion or active measures, активные мероприятия in the language of the KGB, or psychological warfare. What it basically means is to change the perception of reality of every American to such an extent that despite of the abundance of information, no one is able to come to sensible conclusions in the interests of defending themselves, their families, their community, and their country. It's a great brainwashing process which goes very slow, and it's divided in 4 basic stages. The first one being demoralization. It takes from 15 to 20 years to demoralize a nation, because this is the minimum number of years which requires to educate one generation of students in the country of your enemy, exposed to the ideology of the enemy. In other words, Marxism-Leninism ideology is being pumped into the soft heads of at least 3 generations of American students without being challenged or counterbalanced by the basic values of Americanism. The demoralization process in the United States is basically completed already. Most of it is done by Americans to Americans, thanks to lack of moral standards. Exposure to true information does not matter anymore. A person who was demoralized is unable to assess true information. The facts tell nothing to him. Even if I shower him with information, with authentic proof, with documents, with pictures, Even if I take him by force to the Soviet Union and show him concentration camp, he will refuse to believe it until he is going to receive a kick in his fat bottom. When a military boot crashes his balls, then he will understand, but not before that. That's the tragic of the situation of demoralization. The next stage is destabilization. This time, subverter does not care about your ideas and the patterns of your consumption. Whether you eat junk food and get fat and flabby, doesn't matter anymore. This time, and it takes only from 2 to 5 years to destabilize a nation, the influence of Marxist-Leninist ideas in the United States is absolutely fantastic. I could never believe it 14 years ago when I landed in this part of the world that the process will go that fast. The next stage, of course, is crisis. It may take only up to 6 weeks to bring a country to the verge of crisis. You can see it in Central America now. And after crisis, with a violent change of power, structure, and economy, you have so-called the period of normalization. It may last indefinitely. Normalization is a cynical expression borrowed from Soviet propaganda. When the Soviet tanks moved into Czechoslovakia in '68, Comrade Brezhnev said, now the situation in brotherly Czechoslovakia is normalized. This is what will happen in the United States if you allow all these schmucks to bring the country to crisis. Your leftists in United States, all these professors and all these beautiful civil rights defenders, they are instrumental in the process of the subversion only to destabilize the nation. When their job is completed, they are not needed anymore. They know too much. Some of them, when they get disillusioned, when they see that Marxist-Leninists come to power, obviously they get offended. They think that they will come to power. That will never happen, of course. They will be lined up against the wall and shot. It happened in Grenada when Maurice Bishop was already a Marxist. He was executed by a new Marxist who was more Marxist than this Marxist. Same happened in Afghanistan when first there was Taraki, he was killed by Amin, then Amin was killed by Babrak Karmal with the help of KGB. Same happened in Bangladesh when Mujibur Rahman, very pro-Soviet leftist, was assassinated by his own Marxist-Leninist military comrades. It's the same pattern everywhere.
All right. There it is.
Yo. What was he talking about?
So it's pretty much what you've seen in the last few years in America, how they dehumanize things, how they say, so they pretty much is the deconstruction of America. And one thing that I've been saying, and it's crazy because I was saying to my wife this like earlier, and I've said this before in the podcast, that if you study the history of nations, especially if you study the history of Greece and Rome, when they started declining, when they started declining the most is when they started.
Whoops, he bumped it. Oh, we lost all video. Yeah. What a bummer.
I think we're still on, aren't we?
I mean, it's
bum bum. Yeah, we're still on though.
Should
so you could hear us.
Yeah, I
but
can see that we're brought
to this camera.
Yeah. So, anyways, so with the guy,
I was set up.
So he's pretty much talking about is even how through education we have indoctrinated kids to not really know the truth and not handle the truth. And the last thing that he said was normalization, right? So you go through the stages of dehumanization, deconstructing the idea of truth and doing all these things. And he says the last part is normalization, making everything that we've just done normal for people. What is literally the thing that they've been telling us the last few months? What are they calling everything after the COVID? The new normal.
Yeah, nothing's the same anymore.
Nothing's going to be the same. Get used to the new normal.
The new normal.
And he's saying that is the taunting tactic.
You know, that's I'm going to chime in real quick, but that sounds really familiar to, is it the Frankfurt School, which was about political correctness?
Exactly.
It kind of's got the same.
Listen to our episode on that.
Yeah, it's kind of got the same resonance.
Can you chroma key the video still back on here? That would be sweet.
It's probably going to be crappy, but I'll try.
I was going to say, talk about that. Like what was that episode on?
I will find out. You talk about the 4 stages.
Yeah. So what he's talking about is pretty much how we as America have indoctrinated our kids, and parents have been pulled out of their kids' lives who were even in education. they're not a part of that because they're too busy working. Why? Because mom has 2 kids and she's a single mother and she can't be invested in her kids. So she doesn't care what her kids are learning in school because it's like, I got to do work and I got to provide. I've got to put food on the table. And so the kids are being indoctrinated without the parents knowing. And you see this even with the crack epidemic and heroin and all that. Even when the war started, was they were taking fathers out of the home. They were making mothers be a single mother home, and they were raising the kids. And then the schools were the ones who were teaching, indoctrinating, and doing all these things to the kids. And the parents could never figure out what was going on. So now I remember I saw a meme not that long ago, and it was this kid, right? It was not like, it was probably a 20-something, and the meme was, the kid was like, Dad, you and mom are racist and this and this and that. And then the parents are sitting on the couch and it says, that cost me $50,000. And it's like, when you send your kids off to school, you're the one paying for this, but they're coming back home indoctrinated, thinking white is wrong or this and that. So you're not even a part of your kid's life. Or if you're not a part of your kid's life throughout school and throughout education, then you're never really going to notice what's going on. And then when you see your kids, they're going to be a whole completely different person. That's why it's so important to be a part of your kid's life. That's why things like a 2-parent home is so important. But Democrats give you more of an incentive to be a single parent.
2-parent, do you mean man and female, or does it
male
mean,
and female?
or
You
does
know
it
I
mean
do,
just
bro.
2 parents?
You know I mean male and female, because 2 women cannot do what a male and female could do, and
What,
2 men
no,
cannot
wait,
do
what if
that.
there's like a more butchy,
Still.
you know, like, come on,
Still.
there's the butchy ones are,
Bro.
dude, there's some really cool fucking butchy ones that are just like the dudes,
There
just like
is-
the guys.
There is nothing.
One of the guys.
There is nothing that a man can learn from a woman that is going to benefit him as a father. And what I mean by that, right? That sounds crazy. I'm saying men
They
can
nurture
No,
better, so
I know,
you
I
can
know.
learn how to do that better.
No. But the thing is, men can learn a lot from women, and they can gain a lot. But men are men, and women are women. Men cannot learn how to be a man through a woman. It's impossible because women are not men, so they can't tell a man how to be a man. A man can only learn how to be a man through another man and learning through another man. Yes, women do help, and women can help guide a man and maybe his emotions in ways that women are stronger than men. But if you want to teach a man how to be a man, you need a man to do that, right? And so what the government did with the crack epidemic, sending men off to war and all that stuff, was I don't know if you know who KRS-One is. KRS-One, one of the greatest hip-hop rappers of all time, he even breaks it down in a hip-hop like language and saying when Reaganomics and all this stuff started invading the streets, their goal was to take the man out of the home, to leave the wife defenseless. And what that ended up doing was making children rely on the government to learn. And then what did that bring in? Indoctrination. So you know, there's so many things, you know, and that's what I'm saying. Like, one of the main reasons I'm a libertarian is because I'm also a learner. And I know that I don't hold all of the truth. I know I can learn bits and pieces of the truth from other people. So that's why I like to read and study other things, because my homie KRS-One is dropping knowledge, bro. He's saying, yo,
And
look,
I knew
like,
because of KRS-One.
hey,
yeah, and I know.
KRS-One is my
And I
NIGGA.
know because of KRS-One.
Bro, we got to get KRS-One on the podcast, bro. Could you imagine how crazy that would be?
I don't know if he'd fall with our politics.
I think he would.
But either way, I encourage anyone that doesn't even in line with our politics to call in and talk, because that's what the show used to be. And we
Except for
still
Freddie. I don't want him to call anymore.
that may, I don't know. I would like to still hear him get on the pod.
Wait, what happened to Rob, bro? We haven't heard from Rob in a minute.
Either died or stopped watching the show. I'm going to say that he stopped watching the show.
I would rather he just stop watching. I don't want.
Are we
going to
get into videos, or is this the end of the podcast here? What's up with that camera? Plug in David's camera.
Apparently, it won't charge. It won't run off of AC power.
What?
Well, there you go. Plug in your camera. Let's do this.
Yeah, we can do that.
We want to get these videos. I got this fucking great video. You're gonna fucking love this video. So stand by while we we gotta fix some things here. The camera that are you gonna get your refund on that, by the way?
What? That's still a a good camera. What are you talking about?
Well, dude, the reason why he bought it was for the show. How can it not run on AC power? That's crazy.
I don't understand. Like, it's got the charger. The charge light is on.
It has to run off of AC power.
Go online or whatever and look up that model, and then say after that model, use as webcam, and see what pops up.
I think I haven't done that already.
Okay, so it can be then used as a webcam. Brandon says that he's done that already, which I believe he's done that, but. So, anyways, that episode about learning about the Frankfurt School and political correctness, you'll find that episode 83. We're almost 100 episodes away from that one. Nick Ryder was still part of the show back there, and that was about the time this show turned to more political stuff. And my man, host of the Rewatch Party, okay, first of all, he got a new job. And then he had to change. He got a new job, and then the hours were changed, and he couldn't do the show anymore. But he was really 1 foot out of the door for a while because he wasn't liking the whole political leaning of the show and where it was going. He didn't want to have to defend the left side because he thinks he leans more liberal, which he does. He doesn't like Donald Trump. He hates him, which reminded me. Because there was he was a substitute teacher, and he took a picture when he was subbing in U.S. history. He took a picture of it was like sort of the top where the wallpaper is, where this blue, you can't really see it, but along the top, and it would have all the 45 presidents or whatnot. And then Donald Trump was number 45, and it wasn't a picture of Donald Trump. It was a picture of Alec Baldwin as Donald Trump. And Nick was like, "This, I don't like the fucking guy, but that's not cool, dude." And I reposted it today, and it was relevant today because there was like a group of people talking about teachers are not getting paid enough. Oh man, they don't get paid enough, and they totally get paid enough. I work more hours than they do, and they get probably paid more than me. I mean, and I have a skill of fixing shit. So, hey, we're going to watch videos. So what's going to happen is we're going to sign off, and we're going to start a new live stream. So we'll see you.